Welcome back to the show. Well, we haven't seen a rise in mortgage rates, but perhaps some are coming. I don't have the answers, but our next guest most assuredly does. I am joined by Jason Anbara. He is a mortgage broker and president of Mortgage Approvals Ottawa and also Northlend Financial. Jason, welcome to the show. Let's first of all talk about the housing market because, you know, it's been a hot housing market here in Ottawa. Have we seen a bit of a slowdown with that now?
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show. Well, there hasn't been a slowdown at all. There's been less inventory than ever. So typically in Ottawa, you'd see in the thousands of listings being listed for homes for sale and all that. Right now, I think we're around 700. So
wow.
The demand is very high and the supply is very low, which is increasing the prices again this year.
I touched on mortgage rates, so we haven't seen a rise yet. Is there any expectation of seeing a rise in the near future?
Yeah, we've been preparing for a rise. They were saying end of Q1, so probably this month. And everyone's actually talking about happening this week by a 0.25 raise with the prime rate of Canada. The expectation throughout the year between now and December would be an increase of between 0.75 to 1% of the prime rate. So that's what we're expecting. However, no one knows and no one can predict because we've been dealing with surprises for the last couple of years.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, let's talk about fixed versus variable. What are the recommendations right now for people that are looking for a new mortgage?
So although prime rate hasn't really increased yet, the banks have started increasing their fixed rates. So right now, fixed rates typically between 2.99 to 3.5, depending which lender you're going to go with. Variable, however, the discounts on variable haven't really increased yet. So there's kind of a window of opportunity right now where if you go with a variable mortgage, you can probably get something as low as 1.25, where if you go with a fixed, it's around 3 or more. So at this point in time, I would highly recommend variable up until the discounts get reduced. So even if prime does go up, there's still a huge buffer zone for you if you have a variable mortgage. So I would definitely go that way.
And Jason, is that the same whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're refinancing or perhaps, you know, you want to, you know, invest in a property? Is that the same recommendation going with a variable?
At this point, because of the discount that you're getting on the variable rate, I would still recommend variable. However, if you're a first-time home buyer on a budget and you don't want any fluctuations in your payments, and you want a fixed payment every single month, then obviously fixed is the way to go. But as an investor point of view, I would choose the variable. Over the past 20 years, it's been proven that the variable option has been the right option.
Let's talk about why you recommend going to see a broker. Of course, you know, you would recommend it because that's your area of expertise, but you know, you hear it from everybody, even real estate agents. The recommendation is always to go for a broker. What are the benefits of going with a broker?
Well, brokers used to be the plan B option back in I'd say 20 years ago. Everyone used to go to the bank. Our parents used to go to the bank. That's why everyone thinks that that's the right option to go with. But what people don't know is that brokers deal with over 75 different lenders, which are all the banks plus others. So we can pull your credit once and shop around 75 different options, where if you were to shop around and try to get a rate and walk bank to bank, you'd be hitting your credit every single time. When the bank knows that you're working with a broker, they know that the broker is able to send them elsewhere. So we usually get a better deal at your bank than your bank can offer you. Other than that, it's just the fact that the day and age that we live in, banks are really tight right now. You want to go somewhere where you can find a solution. So if we can't get something done with one lender, we usually can with the other. That's the advantages, I would say, right now.
When you know, some people think about refinancing their mortgage, is now a good time to consider, especially if maybe you're in a fixed rate at a higher mortgage rate, you know, say you locked in for a long time. What do you recommend?
I would recommend, well, right now is the best time to take advantage of rates because it's a historically low time. So if you're looking to consolidate debts, pay off some credit cards, pay off a car loan, invest in another property, and you want to use the funds which are in your property, right now is the time to refinance. Because if you're refinancing at a rate of 1.5% and reinvesting it, you could probably make more than that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Jason, great advice for people at home out there. Really appreciate you spending time with us here today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Take care. That does it for this edition of Daytime Ottawa. By the way, if you have an idea you want to share with us, just head over to rogerstv.com and contact us. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.